Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Practical Minecraft Tutorials. This is Soap the Great. Instead of showing you a machine in this one, I'm going to show you a technique that I like to use for clearing ocean monuments. Also, unlike previous tutorials, I'm not going to be giving you a world download because you can see from my surroundings, I'm not in a creative world. Instead, I am in my base on the TooCrafty Vanilla Amplified SMP server, and I don't have access to the world download, so regretfully I can't offer it to you. Now, why would you want to clear an ocean monument? Well, maybe you want the blocks. Maybe you want to take on just a little bit of the adventure. Maybe you want to make a guardian farm, whatever the case may be. I think this is going to be very worth your time. Enough chit-chatting. Let's take a look at what we need to bring with us on our adventure. You're going to want to start things off by brewing up some night vision potions, water breathing potions, and invisibility potions. Here's the recipe for each one. And just a note, you want to use the redstone to extend the potion from a 3-minute to the full 8-minute. You'll see why once we get to the ocean monument. Now, because we are going to be needing to do some sailing, you'll need to bring some boats. You notice that I have 2 right here. And because we're dealing with boats, when they inevitably break, you will need to recraft it, so I would bring some wood along with you. You can save yourself some hassle by bringing the crafting table. You don't need to, because you can always take one from the wood that you take with you. Now, you're also going to need some food, and a pretty decent sword, and a bucket of milk for every ocean monument that you'd like to take on. Now, I've got a lot more here than I can fit in my inventory, so I'm also going to take along an ender chest and a silk touch pick so I can pick up the ender chest without destroying it. You don't have to, but I want to make sure that I get all the blocks from this coming up ocean monument. So I'm going to be there for a while, so I'm going to take that ender chest. Now, let's take a look at the armor picture. You notice that I don't have a helmet, a chest plate, or pants. You don't need them, okay? Because we are going to be going invisible. You don't even need the boots, but you'll notice that I have the Depth Strider enchantment on there. That's going to help. It's optional, not required, but it's going to help. Alright, so now that we've seen all of the items that we need to take, I'm going to get my inventory loaded, and then we're going to go on a little bit of a sail. Alright, I am on my way to a potential ocean monument. Let me make a few notes about how they spawn. Now, ocean monuments only spawn in the deep ocean, and so you're going to have to sail around deep ocean to try and find them. Now, if you have access to your world seed or the level.dat file, you can plug that into one of the tools that I have listed in the description box below. So feel free to use those if you have it. Now, if you don't have access to either one of those, there we go, that should be it right there. If you don't have access to either one of those methods, then you're going to have to sail around, and it might take some time, just a note. Okay, so you notice that we see one right here, and that should be good. Now, because I am on a multiplayer server, it is entirely possible that this thing has been explored. So if that is the case, then I'm going to have to re-record what I'm talking about right now. Now, because we see this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the potions ready, and then we'll go in. But let's make a few notes also. Now, within each ocean monument, 3 mobs called Elder Guardians will spawn. One is in the top, and then one is in each of the side wings, and we are going to need to clear each of those. So one thing about the Elder Guardians is that they give you the mining fatigue effect, and so we have to get in there as quickly as possible to potentially avoid that. And we may not be successful, but let's just take these potions real quick. First, night vision, then water breathing, and then the invisibility. And we do that in that order because the night vision will give us a little bit of an indicator that it is almost done. Okay, so what we're going to do is go over here. We should start seeing some guardians spawn, and we can see a little bit of the Elder Guardian hanging out in one of those wings. But our objective is the top room, because one spawns up there and one is in each of these wings. You can see that one right there. But let's go up top. I'm not seeing any guardians spawn. This could be due to some lag busting that I am taking on right now. But let's go in here. Okay, we did not get one. Alright, so we did not get the mining fatigue enchantment yet, and he should give it to us real soon. What we're going to do is just slice away. There we go. We should get the mining fatigue. He hasn't given it to us. Okay, so the way the guardians work is they will... There we go. So the mining fatigue is going to come on every minute. What they do is they check once a minute to see if there is a player around that does not have it. Let's take a look. Our overall potions are all right here. Yeah, so we've got 6 minutes. And so I am going to speed through this. We'll just speed this up because you can see how long this is going to take. So a little bit of a speedy up bit. I will see you on the other side. Alright, and we are through. So we'll come out here. We knew he was here, so let's just get him there. And you notice that I take a little bit of damage, and that is because these guys give the thorns effect as well. So that was right there. What we want to do is just check our potions. We are down to 3.5 minutes. Okay, so what we're going to do is go around the edge. This is a hallway that extends all the way around from one wing to another. On my left side is the main structure of the ocean monument, and that is randomly generated rooms. It's kind of like it's a procedurally generated dungeon. And each of the rooms in each ocean monument are different, or potentially different. Okay, so, or at least the arrangement. It does have a few set rooms that you can expect, and there's the other one. Okay, you notice when his thorns were out, we got the thorns effect, but we don't have it anymore. Okay, now we don't have mining fatigue, and I was going to show you how to get rid of that. Let's just do that real quick, even though the mining fatigue is going to go away here soon. Let's just do this, block ourselves in. Normally you would not do this if the mining fatigue effect was on. But let's just get rid of that effect. Okay, and we'll get rid of the water. I guess that doesn't matter. And now we're going to reload on our potions. You notice that the milk got rid of all of them, and we want to redo these because I wanted to show you that, even though we did not have that difficult of a time here. Alright, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll knock out these blocks, and we should have us an ocean monument all to ourselves. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you have learned something new, and any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to leave those down below. But I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.